So this year for the tournament, I was going back and forth between two decks, and then last minute decided to play Mermail over Fire King was the other deck I was playing. So yeah, I decided to go Mermail. It's a deck I've had for a long time, so I thought, now that it's finally good again as a combo, it's not just make Toad pass. I'll play it, and it worked decent. Made top 6 and then got out first round, classic. But yeah, I was happy with how the deck performed because I didn't really know the combo, but it worked out. I mean, make area statue pass is pretty good, but for the deck profile, the main stuff, so 3 of all your engine, because you kind of just need to see Mermail stuff in your hands. Going first, like seeing Prince is great, seeing any combo of these is great. So you don't really want to run less than 3 of any of this. Sometimes people run 2 because it's not so great going first, and if you see multiple, but in a grind game, it's always good. It's always good to see at least one of, so drawing multiples, like you kind of just have to live with it. And then 2 pike for your main combo with coelacanth and all that. Pretty standard. 1 infantry, standard. Help stop the normal summon to protect your statue. 1 minstrel. Thought about running 3 of this, but I mean, if you're going second and you see it, you're just kind of sad. So 1 is fine. And then I played extra copy in my side deck that you just bring in going first. And then the coelacanth package, yeah, pretty standard stuff for Mermail. And then the statue. Yeah, all of this is kind of unchanged. It's kind of the same in any Mermail deck. That's kind of what you want to run, unless you're not running coelacanth, but you kind of have to be for the deck to do well. And then I played the 1 Mulan Glacia. A lot of people don't run it. I probably shouldn't have run it. Oftentimes though, which was interesting, is I found I didn't make it in game 1, even if I went first. And then I'd always side it out because I'm like, oh, I'm going second, or maybe I lost game 1, I'm going first again, and I just want better going first cards. And then I always wanted to see it just because, like, I don't know, even maybe not going second, but going first after losing, I find I was in a spot where I could make it easily and still combo. And the decks I was playing against, I felt like it was important to rip more cards from their hand. They just had like 1 or 2 less cards. If I could help them start their plays, it would have been better. But I'd probably cut this for, I don't know, another hand trap or something else. And then for the power spells, 1 prosperity, 1 for 1, called by, and talents. Yeah, I mean, 1 for 1 getting you Prince for free is just kind of busted. There was one time it came up where, I mean, if you brick and you only have like 1 for 1 for your plays, you just pray it doesn't get Ash, but in that game it got Ash, so that was kind of sad. And then hand traps, I played 3 Fulos, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 2 Bell, and then 2 Nib. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of room for hand traps in Mermail. So, I mean, maybe these 2 could have been like, I don't know, something else. I could have cut these 4, played like 3 Droll and 1 another spell or something, but either way, yeah, I don't know. Or I guess cutting the Mulan, you can play like a 1/3 of this or a 1/3 Nib. But yeah, I mean, the hand traps are all right. I only resolved Fulos like 1 time, which was kind of sad. Because, I mean, if you brick in Mermail, it's kind of just like auto lose. Like, you can't really top deck into many 1-card starters. But the main deck was 44. So, yeah, it worked pretty well. I didn't brick all that often. But a lot of times, if you don't open like the nuts, you can't really play through multiple interruptions. But there were times I was able to play through like Droll, Ash, and Perm all in one turn. But it just depends how much you open. So yeah, the deck performed pretty well. Glad I played it over Fire King. And then extra deck is also pretty standard. It's just the one an enemy for your combo, the King Neptibus to make your statue untargetable, and then grind games you got the Alacia, Haggard Lizardos, sometimes necessary for you just need an extra card in hand and you can't really find another way early to get that extra card. So that was good. And then the Abyss Keeper for when you draw a Coelacanth, which happened like 3 times to me. So that was cool. And then for Synchros, we got the one Monoceros. Go into it pretty often for your combo. Prima Donna, Barrier Statue. And then what you're trying to end on for your combo is the Drag-Eye, Croco-Dragon, Changing, sometimes multiple of these. Yeah, pretty standard. Getting the draw 2 off this is just like so good. Because either drawing into hand traps, drawing into follow-up, this card's just really good. And then the one Trish for if you can't Minstrel, if you get Drolled or something before you get access to Minstrel, then making Trish is necessary to get the statue. And then Xyz, you play the one, the Virtue Dragon, to get you, add you your Dragoons back, add you your Prince back, just really nice. And then for your Mermail Xyz, you play the one Gaios, one Trite, and one Poseidra. Yeah, I would have liked to run 2 of this. It never came up in the tournament, just to have the options, because, I mean, you use it in your combo going first, and then, I mean, like, God forbid, like, if your combo gets outed with statue and you full comboed with this, like, you probably should just lose, but it theoretically could be nice to have a second one just in case to try and, like, follow up OTK. But it never came up, so probably not necessary. Also, extra space is just really tight, so can't really find the spot. That's it for the extra deck. And then the side deck had 3 DD Crow. I love DD Crow. I wish I would have main decked it over Ghost Spell, honestly. I mean, Ghost Spell was still pretty good, but I just love the versatility of Crow so much more. Every year I feel like I would rather play 3 of this card in the main deck than, I think last year I played 2 of it in the main deck in Fire King. But yeah, wish I would have main decked this. It's just, I love DD Crow. 3 Droll. Arguably should have been in the main deck also. I feel like there's just a lot of decks that Droll was good against in the tournament. That having game 1, if I lose the die roll, would be super nice. But ultimately, when I sided it in anyway, I didn't really see it. It never really came up. But yeah, Droll is just really, really strong. The last copy of Nib. My side deck was also like, I don't know why I played this. Like, I never sided in a 3rd copy of Nib. I made the side deck in 20 minutes the night before the tournament. So if you don't agree with any of the decisions, then that might be why. 3 anti-magic arrows for back row hate. This was pretty good. Not being able to respond to it was nice, which is why I kind of liked playing it over like Harpies and Lightning Storm. Because I figure, I mean, you can just play this and then through your board, either OTK, spin all their stuff, and like make statue, and you're just fine. So yeah, this is just really good because you don't play like any spells and traps in the deck. So, and then for going first stuff, 3D Barrier. This card is just good against like nearly every matchup you could like play against, especially in our tournament. I mean, Mitsurugi, Draco Tail, like this was just always live and always I was sided in and going first. The one time I saw it though going first, what was sad is I opened it and like no starters. So I stopped their turn and then I just passed right back, which was depressing, but super, super strong. And then the last two going first cards was one minstrel and one cross out. Never saw cross out. Honestly, in thinking about it, this maybe should have just been a second copy of minstrel in the side deck, because you kind of have the spots for the cross out targets. Like you can side in the droll for like one of the nibs, and side out some other, and like the Foolos and stuff you can side out. But having more waters in your hand is always good, and having more ways to like discard a water right off the bat with like Deep Sea Minstrel and Dragoons or Minstrel and Shadow Squad to start your turn, like plus just automatically ripping a hand trap already, and then you're gonna get your follow-up effect after is just so strong. Crossout's still really good, but yeah, just something I thought of after the tournament. Never really had a situation where that was an issue. And that's the side deck. That's the deck. I mean, Mermail is like kind of like, there's no really like tech, kind of just a standard Mermail deck list. Also didn't really have time to like think of any spice because kind of a last minute decision. But yeah, there's some other water monsters that I've seen people run. Trying to remember the one name of it. I don't remember what the name is. It's another fish. It's like a shark. Makes your opponent like can't have more than 3 cards. I don't know. I thought about running that. Didn't have it in time, so I just went with like a standard list, but it performed decent. Great time at the tourney this year. Super fun. Remote dealing with Aiden from Australia. Woke up at 3 a.m. Big shout outs to everybody. Making another fun year. Hopefully again next year. Maybe I'll put a little more prep in that time. But yeah, we'll see. Peace.